Hey, what's up guys? Matt here coming to you from Laidlaw's Harley-Davidson. Thanks for coming back and checking out another video. So today we're going to be covering the second installment to the Enthusiast Collection, and that is the Fast Johnnie ST models. So the Enthusiast Collection in this 2023 model year was applied to three different models: the Road Glide ST, the Street Glide ST, and the Lowrider ST. And like I already mentioned, this paint set is called the Fast Johnnie. So let's take a close look at what took place in Harley-Davidson's history to nickname this bike the Fast Johnnie. So back in the early 1900s, about 15 years after Harley-Davidson started in 1903, the first racing team that was sanctioned by the motor company was called the Wrecking Crew. And the Wrecking Crew to this day is still probably the most famous Harley-Davidson racing team that ever existed. So the Wrecking Crew was a flat track team, and one of the notable riders on that flat track racing team was Ray Weishaupt. Now Ray was a really good racer. He was definitely one of the favored guys any race that he showed up at, and it was one race in particular out in Indiana around the 1920s where he showed up to the race with a piglet. Now that piglet became somewhat of a mascot for the entire Wrecking Crew team, and probably the most notable way in which Ray showed off this piglet was after the race was over, he would take a victory lap with the piglet in his lap on the motorcycle going around the track. And the lure in the Harley-Davidson world is that the word hog, the terminology hog that we hear so often for Harley Owners Group, and like the stock ticker symbol is hog, and that's kind of an ongoing nickname for any Harley-Davidson is a hog. That term comes from all the way back with Ray Weishaupt and the piglet that he named Fast Johnnie way back in Harley-Davidson's early days of racing with the Wrecking Crew. So now that we got the name out of the way, let's take a close look at this bike. So you've got this really nice base coat of this light blue on it, and you've got these big fat bold racing stripes right down the center of all three of these bikes. So the inspiration behind this base coat with these big bold white racing stripes on it can be taken from the golden age of American muscle cars, and that is the late 60s and early 70s, where muscle cars were really at their very best and at their most popular point in time as well. And if you're a collector in muscle cars, chances are most of your cars come from this era of the late 60s. But this is when this type of high performance car was coming onto the scene and really gaining in a lot of popularity. Talking to my dad, who is in the baby boomer generation, and he was a teenager in the late 1960s, he says your car was your identity, and it's a lot different now than it was back then. That was every teenager's aspiration, was to have a cool muscle car back in those days. But things have definitely changed since then, but that's a whole nother topic. So you take the muscle car inspiration and you take the Fast Johnnie piglet and you mesh them together with Harley-Davidson, and you get the second installment to the Enthusiast Collection, the Fast Johnnie ST models. Alright, so let's get down to some of the details of this bike here. So last year we saw the introduction of the Enthusiast Collection with that GI inspired Trike and Pan America, and those were really the two bikes that kicked off the Enthusiast Collection in the first place. To answer a couple frequently asked questions I get, a lot of times people say, okay, well, what does the Enthusiast Collection typically entail? Is it motors? Is it different parts? Is it like limited edition bikes? So these bikes are limited in the fact that only up to no more than 2,000 of these bikes are made globally. Now it is just paint, so there's nothing mechanical, there's no like performance parts and things like that additional to the regular Road Glide and Street Glide ST and Lowrider ST. So mechanically the bikes are identical to the regular base models of these different respective models here. The paint is symbolic usually to a type of rider or a culture within Harley-Davidson's history, which is kind of cool. Now to get the Fast Johnnie on the Lowrider ST, you're looking at a $1,900 upcharge, and that's coming from the base MSRP on a Lowrider ST of $22,199. So an extra $1,900, which if you were going to get like a comparable paint job aftermarket after the fact, like by a custom local painter or something like that, this is easily a $7,000-$8,000 paint job in California. I know painters charge a little bit differently based on where you live, but in my opinion, to get something from the factory that's recognized by the motor company and only pay an extra $1,900 for it, that is a pretty dang good value. Now, if you want to get the Road Glide or the Street Glide ST, we're we're now talking about an extra $1,000, so $2,900 to have the Fast Johnnie applied to the Road Glide or Street Glide ST, and those bikes have a base MSRP of $29,999, so about $30,000. So you get the paint set, you pay a lot less than you would like a local painter or something like that. There's no more than 2,000 of these globally. They are not a numbered paint set, so the number you get and where your bike lands relative to the total production, that's a little bit unknown, but the exclusivity is definitely there. So I felt like it was very fitting for the Fast Johnnie, which is a very race-inspired paint scheme, to be painted on the ST models or the sport touring models, especially with the popularity of the King of the Baggers racing series. The whole performance bagger scene getting more and more popular, whether you like it or not. I know there's some haters out there because racing and bagger is kind of an oxymoron. I get it. I like it. It's new. It's different. It's where the market has kind of organically grown to by itself. So it wasn't something that any one corporation just created. It was kind of created by the riders. And I think it's very tastefully done just because Harley-Davidson history is so well woven into American history. And so taking that muscle styling of the late 60s and applying it to a Harley-Davidson, I think is very fitting. And then I love the little caricature of the Fast Johnnie pig on there as well, because a lot of times we see that in the muscle car world as well, whether it be like a little bee or a cobra snake, some type of a little cartoon caricature of the specific model or designator on the car or motorcycle. I think is a really cool little touch. So these bikes all have the 117 cubic inch Milwaukee 8 in them, which is the largest displacement being shipped from the factory on everything besides the brand new CVOs that were just launched. Those all have a 121 motor. None of those have been sold yet, so until those start shipping, the 117 Milwaukee 8 is still the largest displacement from the factory. Speaking of the new CVOs, be looking for that video in the near future. I'm going to be riding those bikes for the first time here really soon and giving you guys my first impressions on the new variable valve timing 121s, on the new CVO Road Glide and Street Glide, so be looking for that. But everything from the finishes to the wheel color, you got that bronze wheel on all the STs, bronze highlights throughout the bike. That's all the same as on the regular OEM bikes from the factory. Just my personal opinion, I really like the paint schemes a lot. I think they look really good. I can't always say that about every custom paint that the factory comes out with, but I think this one is really cool. In fact, I like this one so much that I think that they should probably do it again in maybe 5 years. Have another type of paint that was inspired by muscle cars with a little character on it or something like that. I just think this was a really good idea. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Do you guys like the Fast Johnnie? What are some enthusiast bikes that you'd like to see come out in the future? Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. In terms of availability, I believe all of these bikes still are available. I know right now the Street Glide, we have a couple on our floor available now. The Lowrider ST Fast Johnnie is one that's probably the hardest of the three to get, and so I think in most cases that bike will need to be special ordered. Right now the window is still open for any of these three bikes to be special ordered. We're definitely going to sell more of the Fast Johnnie bikes than we are the GI bikes, just because the two GI bikes are a little bit of a niche bike with the Tri-Glide and the Pan America, although I really like that paint as well. I think it looked really good, but I think these are going to have a little bit more of a broader appeal. The Fast Johnnie bikes were initially launched, I want to say early May, so it's been about 2 months now. So this news is coming a little bit late, but on my channel I showcase every single Harley-Davidson that launches, and it took me a while to get all three of these bikes. So sorry about this video coming a little bit late, but better late than never, right guys? Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you're looking for a new or pre-owned Harley-Davidson in Southern California, make sure you hit us up here at Laidlaw's Harley-Davidson, where we have absolutely no added dealer markup, no ADM, and no dealer prep or any dealer fees for that matter. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Later.